My name is MJ, and I'm the engineer and after service support from Shanghai Pansatec machinery. And today we are in live on our air bubble film machine. So this one is a 2-meter air bubble film machine, and this is our newest technology about the high linearized material air bubble film machine. So which means the high linearized material air bubble film machine, which means like you can use more than 90% of the LLDPE, which is the linear low density PE material. And you just use maybe less than 10% of the LDPE, which can help you to save the cost on production. Well, normally we know when you're doing the bubble film business, you're gonna use about 20, at least 20%, or maybe some people are using like 30% or 40% or 50% of the LDPE. But right now our machine can do the lowest to 5% only. So that will help you to save a lot of cost on the material side. And it will save you a lot of money. If you run the machine for like 1 or 2 years, you may get the total machine price back by just saving the material cost. So right now we are working on the 2-meter air bubble film machine, and this is the newest technology on the extruder. So our extruder and also our motor, our drive, and also the T-die, we all use the new design. So in this way, you can see our bubble come out because it has a lot of linear low density material, which is called LLDPE. So you can see the film stiffness is still very good. And also this, you save a lot of cost on the material side. And also you can make the film still as very, if you say, okay, I want to make something like a 30 GSM thickness, the machine can still do it. Not like in the old machine, you will say, okay, if I add a lot of linear LLDP, you cannot make it too thin. You probably gonna make micron, 50 micron or above. But right now in this machine, we can do something like 30 micron, and still it is very even and very thin. Let me tell you a little bit more about this machine design. So this machine, we have the online edge recycler, and also we have the hydraulic filter changer, and also we have the automatic cutting and the rewinding system. So once the film is reached to 100 meter or whatever you set, this thing will work automatically. So not like the old design, you have to cut it by yourself. Here you can let the machine do everything. And also we use the servo motor design with the touch screen. You can see here. So we have the servo motor design with the touch screen, and you can set the starting torque and the torque ramping, so which will help you to get a very tight roll, but it is very easy to get discharged from the pole. Because normally, like if you don't control the force well, sometimes it's very hard to take the roll off. It's very hard for people to work on this because they have to have a lot of experience on how to set up the force at the beginning or how to set up the force at the end. But right now, we can do it automatically. So once you finish setting, even a rookie, he can charge and discharge the roll very easily. So this is a very automatic level design compared to other, like the older design or the other from other companies. And also you can see we have the extruder, which is we use a very special design on the extruder on the screw. So that's why we can go to the 5.5. A lot of people right now still using like, for example, when they're doing 30 GSM bubbles, they are still using like 20% or even 30% LDP. But right now we can go as low as the 5.5% on this machine. So this help you could save like for per ton of production, you probably can save about $50 on each ton. For example, if you do like 30 days in a month, or say 20 days in a month, each ton you can save $50. Normally, your daily production is about 1 or 2 ton, right? For example, it's say 2 ton. So each day you can save about like $100. So each month you can save, for example, if you work 20 days, you can save $2,000. And for a whole year, you save like 20,000 US dollars. That is almost equivalent to a price to a machine, right? It's almost equivalent. For example, if you run the machine for like 3 years, normally like 3 or 5 years, you get your total machine return back, total machine cost return back. And you're probably going to earn money by doing this compared to your competitors. Because your competitors, probably they are still using like a machine from like 3 years ago or 5 years ago, but they are using more LDPE. But in our case, you use more LLDPE, but very little LDPE in this case. So that is a very good deal. If you want to get some advantage on this business and you are thinking about doing this business right now, this is a very good time to get into the get into the point to buy the new machine. We always say like if you want to do something, you want to do it early, right? For example, any other business you are thinking of, you want to be the first guy to do to take some risk, but you will get the most out of it by doing buying a new machine. We still have the old design. If you are still prefer with the old design, we still have the old design. But new design is what we recommended because we have researched it for about a year, and we have people from China, customer from China, or customer from other countries. So they already bought this machine for half a year, for 1 year, and they give us very good feedback on that. So that's why today we officially roll out this machine to everyone, and we really want to make some change on this business, and we really want to make some change also on the market to give you some advantages on that. So next thing is we can take a look at the film, and we can take a look at the speed of the machine. So let's come here and take a look. So right now, if I touch it, sorry, you probably cannot see from the camera. The film is very thin right now. From my estimation, it's about like 30 or 35 GSM. It's very thin. And also the bubble is very good. You can see like the film come out, it's very even. You can see the whole evenness of it. Yeah, you can see the evenness of the. 这样把这个往上调一点，就往上，对，然后往这里，对，这样就是看一下整体的这个膜。You can see the evenness of the film. It is very good. That means this is something I really want to talk about because our T-die we use the hot trenching. So our material will get the hot trenching hardness before we manufactured it. That means like when the T-die and also the bubble get heated reversely because you're gonna heat it repeatedly every day. Every day you heat it with this hot film. And our die, because we do the hot trenching, and it keeps the original shaping for a longer time. So, for example, if the die used for like 3 or 5 years, it still keep the evenness of the gap. But some other people, like they don't do a hot trenching, and you will see like the film will come more in the middle and less on the side. It will get worse and worse if you don't do this step. So we never miss those important steps. And that's why you can see our film is very even in this case. And also you can see we use a very thick aluminum foil plate on the T-die and on the screw. So that means even if you run very fast, our temperature reservation is very good. For example, if we set to 260 degrees Celsius, it will keep the 260 degree without changing much. Like for example, it's plus or minus 1 degree Celsius in this case. But if we don't use this kind of thick aluminum plate, for example, if you have very thin aluminum plate, and then the temperature change will become worse, which means like for plastic production, you want to make your temperature is stable. Otherwise, your film will get unevenness. Like for example, it's not even. So that's why we pay a lot of attention. Like we pay a lot of attention on this part. Make sure everything is way above the standard, right? So we don't want to say, okay, this is a machine you can run. That's all. We want to let you feel like this machine is really better than others, and the film it comes out is really better than others. So that's why we are here, and that's why we want to do this business, and we want to bring long-term value to everyone. Also, the thing I want to talk about is the online auto edge recycler. So a lot of people don't know what is this thing is and what is he doing. So I may do a short introduction on that. So people people want to buy bubble film, and the bubble film has the white edge here. You can see each bubble film they have white edge on that. So this is to help to cut the white edge, and then it will recycle into this edge recycler, and then it will go through from this tube, use the vacuum power to push it into the screw. So you don't have any waste during your production. Because a lot of people asking a question is like, okay, when you do the bubble film, is there any waste? For example, if I use 1 ton of the material, will it come out with 1 ton or it's come out with less? So for our machine is because we can give you the to give you a quote on the edge recycler, so you can once the machines keep running, you don't have any waste. Everything is going back to the machine. Otherwise, if your customer really don't want to use the edge, they'll ask you to cut it. You don't have this thing, and then you probably gonna throw it away, or you need to recycle it manually by yourself. That's very inconvenient because you can see, although this is not very wide, it's about like 2 centimeters on each side. But if you're saying, okay, if I do the business whole day, it's a lot of this edge. If you want to do manually, it's a very how to say, time costing for you to recycle this thing. So I would recommend if someone who is new to business, at least you need to get this one, right? For mixing the material, probably you can find something substitution in your local. But edge recycler is something really bonded. I would say bonded to the machine, and I really recommend everyone who is doing the business having the edge recycler. Okay, so this design also, we have a special design on the bubble roller. You can see the bubble roller diameter is very large. This one is the 320 millimeter diameter design for the bubble roller. So for this machine, if he wants to run very fast, it can go as fast to 30 meters per minute. It can go to that fast. So this is a very powerful machine. But for people who just start doing the business, I would recommend you can go with the 1.5 meter or 1 meter or 1.2 meter, something below 2 meter is a good point to start for the first machine. Next thing is for us, we have good safety control. For example, if people are working on that, if something happens, we have the emergency button here. Like we also have the cover on the T-die, because T-die is very hot, and we have cover to kind of block some of the heating. So like if people accidentally put a hand on that, they will get hurt, but they will not get too much. And here is the emergency stop. If something happened, if you push it, the whole thing will stop, right? So we care really careful about people getting hurt during the production. That's something like I think we did better than other competitors in this case. And also for us, we use brand electricity and we use brand gearbox on our design. So this is a very good domestic brand on the gearbox, this thing has a very good, very low rate of brokenness. Like we used it for at least 12 years, and then now so far we didn't get any bad feedback on this gearbox. Also for our electricity parts, we use a very good brand of the voltage blower and also very good inverter. So this thing have very low broken rate. Especially the reason we don't choose cheaper ones is if this machine goes to domestic, if people get a machine broken, it's very hard to get upsell service in this case. So that's why we have very good supplier on that to minimize. I would say minimize. I cannot say like it's never gonna happen. That's not gonna possible, right? So this is kind of like minimize the issue you will get to happen in the when you do the production overseas, because I see people bought low quality machine and they got like a motor broken, motor burned, or they got the inverter error, like inverter code error or inverter current overcurrent error. Those things, if you are like in domestic, it's okay. Like I can send you maybe in 2 days and you can replace it, right? That's fast enough. But if you are in, like, for example, far away from the other side of the planet or on the other side of the Earth, and if you want to repair it, it's very impossible, because it's very impossible to find people who can repair it. But if we really like mail you this thing, it will take about a week, at least like 7 days to reach you, right? So in this case, you will stop your production if we don't use good brand of the electrical parts or mechanical parts. We don't want this thing happen. And so far, for the machines we have bought overseas, we never had big things broken. Like everything, the big things, we have very good quality and never had any problem. Also, our after-sales service, we have English-speaking engineer. Some other people like me who can speak English. They will help you to solving any issue on installation, on how to maintain the machine, and how to do production based on your requirements. And we even have people who can help to check the material properties from what you buy. So any question like how you find the factory, how to get water connected, how many people you need, how many areas you need, any question. As long as you want to cooperate with us, we will help you to figure out together. So I think that's something, although it's not saying, okay, that costs you a lot, you need to pay for that. It's a free service, but I think the free service is most important for you, because the machine you bought, it's not like you bought it, you make profit by at the beginning of you buying the machine. You need to run it, you need to maintain it. So you need a company that can like a long term to help you to solve any kind of problem. That is something like I think for me I can say, because the company has running for 30 years. And we have a lot of old customers, and we have more experience on that, and we always help the customers to solve the problem first. So I think that's very, very important. If I'm a customer, I think that's a very important part, not just the machine part, right? The after-sales service, I think it's half. Machine is 50% of the importance, and another 50% of the importance is the after-sales service. So that's why we have a lot of people buying machines like each year. Once they have business better, they got business better, they want to extend their business, they will still buy from us. So we have a very good return rate on our machines. And also, let's roll back to the machine itself, okay? So right now the machine is running about like 20 meters, a little bit less than 20 meters, and then it's making a very thin film. I think about 30 GSM, and then you can see like the film right now is very good. We can take a look at the film. Yeah, the film is very good. You can see the bubble is very saturated. And you can see right now the cooling is very good. How to check the cooling? You can see there's no film like sticky to the bubble roller. So that means the cooling is very good. And one thing we normally check the cooling is we need to make sure the surface of the bubble roller to be about 70 degree or say 60 to 80 degree. Because once you make the air bubble film, these two have to stick to each other. The flat layer and the P layer and the flat layer and the P bubble layer need to stick to each other, right? So if it's very cold, then this layer will get very solid very fast. So it will not stick to each other. But for us, like we control, we have this turning wave to control the amount of the water inside and the amount of water outside. So we can control the water and also the temperature of the bubble roller. So that's why right now the film is in a very good condition. So for us, it's very easy to adjust at this moment. The other thing I want to mention is, a lot of people have this question because some people are not very familiar with airball film machine. They may ask about, if I buy a machine that is like a 1.2 meter, can I do like a 0.6 meter roll? Yes, the answer is yes. So we have this knife here. So right now we have more knives here. We can move the knives into the middle. For example, if you have right now this is a 2 meter machine. For example, if we want to make 500 millimeter rolls, for example, like 4 pieces of it, we can put more blade in the middle, and then it can cut the whole film into 4 pieces. So you can get 4 rolls here to which is 0.5 meter. So any distance you can make in this case. Also, if you say, if I am a 2 meter machine and I want to make 1.9 or say 1.8 meter film, the machine, the T-die in the bottom, they have a place to install the blocking rod. So it can block the side of the machine. Like for example, here we can block the 20 centimeters, or we can block each 10 centimeters in the middle, in the 2 sides. So we can make like 1.8 meters on the machine. As you can see, as you can see, today it's a really busy day for us. Not only we have friends from online, like you guys, and also we have friends coming all over from China, like all over the place from China. And because of this new technology on the bubble film, everyone is really like the design. You see there, some people are bringing their material to try, and some people are trying to measure the bubble film here, measure the size, and also trying to measure the weight of that to see if they meet their production requirement. So you can see this is right now it's a very good time to invest on doing the bubble film business at this moment. Okay, so I think that's mostly from me. Today I just introduced the part of this air bubble film machine to you guys, and the next about 5 to 10 minutes we will keep running the machine, and we will keep showing the machine details and showing the film details. Please have a look. If you have any questions, you can directly contact us on the platform. You can directly talk to our sales through the platform. And our website is www.pansatec.com, which is PANSATEC.com. So you can either find us on Alibaba or you can find us on our own website. So any question or you have anything you want to talk about, please come to talk to us. And now let's look at the machine. And thanks for your watching and thanks for listening to me saying about the details of our air bubble film machine. Thank you.